report. Now we go over to London with David Wood and Rohit Talwar.
It's great to be here. Lots of fascinating things been heard already. I'm mainly going to focus on a proposal for some joint work in 2022 going onwards, work on what might be seen as the most important futurist topic of all. In terms of what we've been doing, well, Rohit and I have both been busy consulting, creating books. Many Millennium Project members participated in the first book there. The book on the right is my own most important contribution to Foresight. Having written many books over the last 15 years, that's this year's book. There's other things going on in the UK that I don't have time to talk about. We have a lot of bad politics, but we have some ex-prime ministers who are active in very interesting ways in the field of foresight, like Gordon Brown. Even more interesting is his predecessor, Tony Blair, who set up a few years ago the Institute for Global Change, which takes very seriously the transformational impact of technology. And one report that he issued earlier this month was living longer and healthier, the possibility to add 30 years to the average health span so that people in the UK could expect to live to be healthy to the age of 95 by 2050. A remarkable document from a mainstream political group. And the three authors of that will be joining me on London Futurist shortly in the first meeting in January. But even that should be in the shade of more important developments, the growth of artificial general intelligence. And if we ask which city in the world is most likely to create AGI, there's a case to be made for China or Silicon Valley. But I think what's happening in London with the team assembled in DeepMind by Demis Hassabis, Shane Legg, and others, they are time and again getting their research on the front page of Nature, their work on AlphaGo, more recently their work on protein folding, AI safety, AI contributions to music and art, mathematics, weather forecasting, and quantum scale simulation. There's so much going on, it's very hard to keep on top of it. I do think it's possible they may build AGI sooner than is generally expected, in which case the Millennium Project to monitor this progress is very important. In the last few months, I personally have issued 5 videos which I think are the best anywhere in the world at describing the issues around the singularity, why people are confused about the singularity, why people deny the possibility of artificial general intelligence, and even more importantly, the possibilities for managing it successfully through these 21 singularity principles. So I want to bring these, along with contributions from Rohit, into a joint program from 2022 onwards, anticipating the governance of the transition from AI to AGI, with a number of collaborating brands. Rohit and I are in discussion with possible commercial sponsors. We could hold these online meetings once a month from February onwards. And we welcome a Millennium Project news updates as core parts of these meetings. And there are many important themes for which we have, at least in some cases, potential speakers lined up. And we would welcome contributions from Millennium Project participants as well, when you have something new and novel and substantive to say on this. Rohit, anything to chip in on that final suggestion?
No, David, I think you've done an excellent job summarizing what we've been talking about.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. This looks very interesting. I'll follow up with you on this.